name is Jeremy Clowes. This is Cygnet Wooden Boats, southern Tasmania in the Huon Valley. This shed's been here since sort of 1880 and I picked it up after it was an old sawmill. We run a crew of contractors and employees to restore, maintain wooden boats. Probably 2/3 of our work is here at the shed, about 1/3 on the slipways. And in terms of the art, I think the sort of practicality and function, boats like Weira out here were sort of the pinnacle of their craft and time. It's built out of New Zealand kauri. They really had a lot of kauri, high quality material in 1896, and they figured out a way of building with the cross laminations and fastening that made it extremely light and strong and fair. So when they looked at whatever they were building, they would say, how I can make this as light as possible to serve its function. And that created beautiful objects in the process of going through and solving those problems of construction along the way. Most of the time you'll end up with an elegant curve, or if the boat's laid out right and the ribs sit nicely, you won't get cracked planks, or you won't have knuckles in the boat where things are hard. They really made an art out of doing it. We learn from what we see and we go and try and pick up the best of that and away we go. A lot of these communities, if you look back, their history relied on these boats coming to town. There wasn't a road until 110 years ago up to Hobart. So each town had its trading catch, and that's how you got your produce to the market, and that's how you got your mail from Hobart, and people really relied in this area on the trading catches. So that's a big part of Tassie's history. It would be really nice to see that continue, You don't have to have $1 million to get involved in wooden boats. I make a lot of my time about boat building and running this yard, but I also give a lot of time to try and extend and give kids the opportunity to enjoy that sort of life. Little Rebecca here is 100 years old, and we have a community project on a Tuesday afternoon restoring that. So that'll join the sort of fleet out the front, almost as a community kind of boat. I run the junior sailing down there, and there's a lot of parents who don't want to get in a wetsuit, so jumping on something like that and touring around in a gaff rigger is So that's the purpose, and when you've got that in mind, it drives you to get it ready for next summer and use, and it's a great experience. A lot of the younger kids know how to sail really, quite early on here, and there's nothing stopping them going out fishing and accessing the water and seeing the world from a different perspective. Really, it's a really healthy thing to do. It's good for your mind. It's good for the environment, and Tassie's a great place to do it in.